and welcome to my channel AutomateOps. Have you ever wondered how to capture live command output and make decisions on the fly? Today we will learn two powerful Ansible features, register and when, that make automation dynamic and smart. So today we will do, we will directly learn from the Ansible playbook codes, and then we'll understand the concept behind those codes and we'll go ahead with them. All right, so let me start. Okay, so if you see this particular code, if you want to capture live output and use it inside the playbook, we can do exactly the same. We can use the register the full host name and print it with a clean message. We are running a command hostname minus a to fetch the fully qualified domain name of each of the host. We are storing the result in a variable called hostname underscore register. That's the exact use. We can store the value of a command or any output into the variable hostname underscore register, and we will display it using our Ansible debug module. So every command can rerun structured output like std out, exit code, the works. We can capture it and we can use it. So this std out is the exact string that the command returns. So before running the code, let me show the particular setup that we have done here. So what are we doing? Let me show you the inventory. So there are, as usual, three files, three servers. One is a control server inside which we are showing running the command. It's a Ubuntu server, and we are using the Ansible connection is equal to local. There are two target machine. One is an Ubuntu server. I have mentioned the private IP address and the Ansible user also. And I've also defined a Python interpreter version, and that is Python 3. Next is the target one, that is the Amazon Linux server. This is the private IP address of that server. We are logging into that server using EC2-user, and the Python interpreted version is Python 3.1 that we have defined. Let me show you the Ansible configuration file. Okay, so in the inventory, it is by default, it will look into the host file, that is this content, and then we are not checking any host key to avoid any kind of errors. So let me go to that example one more time. So as usual, we are going to capture the live output. We will use it inside the playbook. We are running a hostname minus a command to fetch the information, and we are storing it in the result in the variable called hostname underscore register. And then we are using the Ansible debug module to display the output. This hostname underscore register the std out, it is capturing the structured data or the structured output of the hostname minus a command. And let's execute. So what we will see, we will see fully qualified domain and FQDN of target 1, target 2. Like that, we will show this information. Let me run this code first. Okay. So you see, it is showing the uh, fully qualified domain of the server host name, and this is the FQDN of the particular all these three servers. This one is for localhost, this one is for target 2, and this one is for target 1. It is showing the exact fully qualified domain name of the three of the servers. So if your distribution list prefers a single fully qualified domain name, we can use host name minus F command. If we want all names, minus capital minus A is fine. So in a nutshell, you just learned how to register command output in using the registered keyword and inject it into the messages. It's super handy for diagnostics and lab. Let me go to another example. Now, using this one, what we are doing a conditional statement here. We are using the keyword called when. Conditionals make our automation smart. Okay, let's print the IP address only for the Ubuntu servers. We are running a command hostname minus I, as usual, like the last command. We are capturing the output in the variable called hostname minus information, and then we are we want to see the information only for the Ubuntu server. That's where the when keyword is coming. If we Ansible underscore distribution is equal to Ubuntu, then only it will show the information of hostname underscore info. When combining combination, we have to ensure that we are using the AND correctly. So this particular, now what we are doing, we are displaying the fully the IP address of the information of each of this particular servers. So one second, let me change the title. So inside the std out, it is capturing all the information related to the IP address. So what we are doing is in the when we are having two conditions, that when Ansible underscore distribution Ubuntu and hostname underscore information is changed is equal to true, then only it will show this IP address information there. So let me run this code. If you see the output, it is gathering the fact for all the three servers and it is exploring the IP address for the Ubuntu server. If you see in the code, I have mentioned all. That means all the three servers. Localhost and target 2 is Ubuntu. That's why it is fetching the information from localhost and target 2. Target 1 is in Amazon Linux. It is not an Ubuntu server. That's why it is not fetching the information. It is giving the output or the IP address information for Ubuntu servers only. That is localhost and target 2. Okay. So let me show that code one more time. So again, hostname minus I to capture the IP address, registering capturing the information, all over information to the hostname info when Ansible distribution or the operating system of the target server is Ubuntu. And then I'm using the Ansible debug module to show you the IP address. And I'm displaying the std out structure of this hostname info variable when I have two condition. One is Ansible, the operating system of this target server is Ubuntu, and when the information is changed. Okay, so it is super easy, but it's very critical. We'll see a clean variable dump with the IPs on the no noise elsewhere. That's the power of when. I mean, it filters the action only when that is matter. So let me go to the another example, that is test 3. Here what we are doing, here it's a one-shot summary of your host, that is CPU, memory, operating system, network. We want to print it beautifully. We are using facts. Gather facts is equal to true. We are using the facts collected by Ansible to build a multi-line status card restricted to Amazon Linux 2023 or newer. How we are ensuring that it is for Amazon Linux and 2023 version using the when. Here I'm using a list of conditions. It is starting, as you know, list start with the dash. First condition, Ansible distribution is Amazon. That means the operating system of the target server should be Amazon Linux only, and the distribution version should be 2023 or later or more than 2023, that is 2024. Now it is showing run this condition. It is making the output more relevant. It will show the node name, username, operating system distribution, number of CPUs. What is the now it is coming to the memory information. How much memory is there? What is the total memory? What is the free memory? What is the free memory for no cache? Now it is coming to the IP address information. What is the IPv4 address? What is the IPv6 address? Let me do one thing. Let me yeah. Now it is showing IPv4, IP address, shell information, home directory. Using these magic variables, we are trying to print all the information, and then uh, we'll show all this information for this Linux servers only. That is for target one in our infrastructure. If the NIC is not ENS5, then we can use Ansible default IPv4 address to avoid interface name surprises. So let me run this code. You will able to understand what we are do here. Let me open it one more time to see if everything is okay. No, it is not. So I'm running this particular information here. You see, it is showing host information, node name is target1, username is EC2 user, what is the operating system? It is Red Hat, distribution is Amazon, number of vCPU is 2, total memory is 916 MB, free memory is 446, free memory for no cache is 672, IPv4 information is this, IPv6 is this, shell information, home directory. So it is showing a very nice system profile for Amazon Linux host. Great for it is audits and any kind of baseline checks that you want to do. So let me share the screen. Let me show the content of this code one more time. I will upload all these codes into the GitHub and share the link into the description of this video so that you can have a look and you can want to practice it in your own lab. So just have a look. Now I'm going to the another example. All right, it's a little bit of bigger code. So we want to install and restart services conditioning for Ubuntu versus Amazon Linux. So what we are doing here, we are having the different operating system, but outcome is same for where the Ansible distribution is Ubuntu or the operating system of the servers are Ubuntu, then it will install Apache 2. Here I am targeting only the target, it's not all. So that means our host or the control server is excluded here. I'm doing a privileged escalation for the users, gathering the facts to so that it can understand which one is Ubuntu, which one is Amazon Linux. It will install Apache 2, skipping target 1. It will be installed only on target 2, considering target 2 is in Ubuntu and target 1 is in Amazon Linux. Then I'm installing HTTPD using the YAM module inside target 1. It will not install in Ubuntu. Then I am gathering the services using service underscore facts module. Then what I am doing, I am restarting the HTTPD service if it is stopped. How? Using the service module. Name I have given HTTPD, state is should be restarted, enabled equal to true. So I am trying to restart those servers. I am trying to enable it also. And here is the condition. If Ansible distribution is Amazon, Ansible fact service name is HTTPD, it is defined and the service is in stopped or inactive state. It's a list. And then what I will do, I am notifying an HTTPD restart handler. The handler definition is mentioned in the end of the code. Then I'm going to restart the Apache 2 for Ubuntu server. Similar, I'm using service module. Name I've given as Apache 2. State I want to restart the server. I want it to be enabled when Ansible distribution is Ubuntu. Ansible facts, I mean, this Apache service is uh, defined, and then it is stopped or inactive. Then I want to notify the handler Apache 2. So here is the definition of the handlers. It is listening to the Apache restarted message, and it is throwing a message inside the console, the Apache service restarted. Same for HTTPD. It is listening to that HTTPD restarted message, and it is throwing the message HTTPD service restarted. So let me run this code here. So it is trying to install Apache 2 in Ubuntu server. Target 1 is skipped, considering target 1 is an Amazon Linux server. Target 2 is an Ubuntu server, so it has installed Apache 2 there. Similarly, HTTPD, it has skipped target 2, and it's an Ubuntu server. For target 1, it is installed. Service facts, it has gathered. Then it is restarted the HTTPD service in target 1. It has skipped Apache 2, considering the Apache 2 service is already started. So considering that handler HTTPD got restarted, it has stored the message HTTPD restarted. Let me do a trick here. What I want to do, I want to go to the servers target 1 and target 2 manually. I want to stop both HTTPD for target 1 and Apache 2 in target 2 respectively. And let me restart, or let me run this code testcode.yaml one more time so that I can show you that is running for both the handlers. Both the services are getting restarted. So you see this is the target 2. Let me show you the host name. It is target 2. Let me stop this particular Apache 2 service. So Apache 2 target is stopped. Sorry. It is stopped. Okay. Let me go to target 1 sudo systems details soft pt and sudo systems details status httpd. So httpd is also I have stopped, and now I'm showing that information there. So what I will do, I will now simply rerun this code here in the control node. Due to idempotency, Apache 2 and HTTPD will not be reinstalled, but it will restart both the services, HTTPD and Apache 2, and both the handlers have run. All right. So next is, let me show you the services which are disabled or inactive. I've created a Python command. Let me show you the command, that is that so so this is the Python command. Using this command, I am trying to show you which are disabled and active. So let me uh, okay. Let me change this particular statement. All right. So it will show you this is the actual command which is getting running. It is showing the services which are disabled and which are inactive also. And then it is showing the in a tabular format. So let me see if I can run this code here. Mm, So these are the list of services which are actually disabled or they are inactive. Okay. Let me show you using the Ansible playbook command. So let me go to the insert mode. I'm targeting for the Linux and the Ubuntu server, that is target 1 and target 2. I'm running in the privilege mode. I'm copying this particular script from source to destination so that you can pick up their individual services. Sanitizing any HTTP, HTML entities are there or not. And for this particular code, and then I'm running it through the shell. And I'm stripping any kind of characters which is there in this particular code. Explicitly, I'm running it through the in read-only mode, and then I'm displaying the report. I'm not sure whether it will run correctly or not, but let me try. Script is copied, sanitized. So you got the particular format, this HTTP, ACP ID service, Apache 2 service, then cloud init. So let me show you that is emergency service. Let me show you the output in a so, more tabular format. So you should see the similar services which is there. ACP ID service, cloud init hot plug the service. So this particular services are running in different service. So what I will do here, I will go to the target 2. Which one is target 2? This one is the target 2. Let me show you the content. In etc, you will find this particular script. What I will do, I will go to etc and then I'm inside etc sh so or it is showing the similar service name ACP ID service Apache HTTP clean. So let me go to that one. The ACP ID service is there, Apache 2 dot service. So let me see if Apache 2 dot service is there or not. So these are the Apache 2 at the red dot service. So this list is similarly matching. There is a problem in the readability, of course. This is a challenge for you to show me a tabular format so that it can be readable. I have given the output, but it's a challenge for you to give me a tabular format with the service name, their status, and their service status, service name, and whether they are enabled or disabled, and for both the target 1 and target 2. Or if you have any other targets in your individual labs, please feel free to forward. But the challenge is to make betterment of the readability. What I will do, I will now go back to the, I'll show you another example, test 7. So it's a demonstration to restart all the stop services for both target 1 and target 2. It is for the privilege mode I have run and collecting all the services within services underscore facts module. I'm displaying all the stopped services using using a loop that if item dot value is in either stopped or inactive, then it will show the item key name, the state, and their status. And in the loop control, it will show you only the name, the key of the service or the name of the service. Then I'm restarting all the services either stopped, and then which are the stopped service, which are the stopped or inactive. Their status is not static or not found, nor indirect nor inactive. And then item.key is a match is sometimes it is for the scripting also. So that's the overall purpose, collecting all the services, showing the stopped services using a list that it is not neither stopped or inactive. Then it is displaying the value key, the state, I mean the service name, service state, service status, and I'm using a dictionary dict2.item so that it can be converted to a list. And then I'm restarting and enabling all stop services using the same item.key service module. Name is item.key. Getting restarted. I'm enabling them also, looping entire list of services here for both the targets. There are three conditions as a as a list. Item.value either stopped or inactive. They are not static, not found, indirect or inactive, and it's not a match for any @ sign for any scripting. So let me run this code. Okay. You see this particular services, these are stopped or inactive. All right. Now in the what it is trying to do, it is trying to restart and enable all these services which are getting changed. Now it is picked up target 1. These services are either stopped or inactive. The services which are skipped, they are either not stopped, that is, they are already running, or they are not inactive, they're active. That's why they are skipping. This is it is not fulfilling the when condition. So it is trying to perform the activity which we have defined in the playbook. Okay. So for target 2, it has given a message which I have to see. That's why we will not be able to find out anything related to target 2. There is also a challenge for you for this particular example that show me the all the stopped and inactive services for both an Ubuntu server and an Amazon Linux, and then restart all the stop services there. Okay. So let me open this particular code. So here what I am doing here, I'm just trying to understand task includes an option with an undefined variable status. All right. So running this code once again, it is showing the same information here, line 9. So let me know in the comment section if you are able to resolve this issue. I will upload the code here. For target 1, it has thrown an error message for this particular service, system boot check service, unable to start the service using that same. So let me go to another example. It is It's a very simple example. We are trying to check if the slash tmp is existing or not for the both the Linux server as well as the Ubuntu server. And if it is existing, I'm registering it or containing the status in the tmp exist variable, and I'm confirming a slash tmp existing or not if using the stat module. If it is existing, I'm displaying a message slash tmp exist. If it is not, we're trying to display message does not exist. And if it is not existing, I'm trying to create a directory or slash tmp. When it is this that module is failed to find out any existence of the slash tmp. It's a very straightforward information. Let me run this code. Since this particular file system is existing, it is showing a message that slash tmp exists, and this particular task is getting skipped as it is condition is getting false. All right. Let me go with the final example for this module or the session. Okay. What I'm trying to do without using any gather underscore facts, Ansible underscore hostname, operating system information, I'm trying to install HTTPD in Linux server using the operating system slash etc os command. Okay. If there are no facts, let's parse slash etc os release and branch on Amazon Linux. Even without the gather underscore facts, we can inspect the operating system. We can find Amazon from this particular content using this osinfo.std out. If it Amazon is there, which means it's an Amazon Linux server, and we can install HTTPD using the YAM module. All right. So before doing that, let me go to the target one and let me remove the HTTPD. As you know, we have already installed it using the earlier examples. So let me remove it first. So now it is YAM HTTPD module is removed. So what I will do, I will run this code here. It will read this particular file OS release. It will register it into the OS information. Using this variable value, it will try to identify if is Amazon is there or not. If it is Amazon is there, it will understand that it's an Amazon Linux server. It will install HTTPD. All right. So it is installed HTTPD. Let me show this particular example here in target 1. Sudo systemctl status HTTPD. So it is an inactive. It is installed, it is inactive. So using the earlier example, we can start the service also. So now there are two challenges in this particular module, considering I've already wrapped up this is the end of the session today. And there are two challenges that I have given in this particular session. One is you have to improve the output to so that it can show the service name, their status, and their state in a tabular format. And second is the earlier command I have given an error message for the target 2 or the Ubuntu server. It was unable to show you the particular it was unable to show you this particular information for Ubuntu 2. So let me run that one more time. See this particular error message, it is unable to gather any kind of services which are either inactive or stopped. So the challenge is you have to resolve this issue and let me know in the comment section whether you are able to understand or not. If not, I will give you the updated code and so that you can practice it into the lab. So now if I try to see HTTPD status, it should show as disabled, enabled also. Is still dead. All right, so that's a wrap. If this helped, please hit subscribe button, comment, and let me know in case you are able to resolve those two challenges which I've just now explained. Next, I will give you a particular demonstration on how to use loops inside Ansible. I'll try to prioritize this episode. Thank you. Thanks for watching.